We're there. Hey everybody, I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Now, today, we're getting closer to finishing our C-47. And it was much rejoicing. Yes, there was. Yes. Sorry, I've been very silly, haven't I? Yeah. Now, if any of you saw yesterday's stream, you would be aware that I misplaced. Now, I think it was pushed there. I'm quite sure I have to check that. Some vents. I couldn't find them, and closer to an hour ago, I started to think I needed to come up with a second plan. I found them. What I ended up doing was I said, Rob, I said, love, I said, yeah. They're on the floor. Anyway, that's the drill. We're getting all of this shit together now. I'm going to stop dribbling shit. Yeah, I am. It's true. Now, as always, caffeine. Oh, yeah. Wow, wow. Now, we'll bring you around. Yeah. That's not correct. That's what I've just combined. Alrighty, now, first things first. We'll get a few quick and easy bits out of the way. We'll start with a quick application of some decal soften. Yes, you will. All of that decals just before we do anything else. Just done. Just getting closer. Here we go. I'll just roll the sleeves up a wee bit. Here we go. Now. Do this one at the end here. Starting to feel a bit spread out. It helps if you put the microphone on. Hey guys. Sorry, fans. You probably just all got a whole earful of my laughter. Good morning, mate. I sat down, did my intro. I started doing this, and then I realized I didn't even have my headset on. That's funny. Good morning, mate. Are you well? I hope you are. Sorry, I'll stop laughing soon enough. Deary me, governor.
That's the sort of thing that you sort of like. You gotta, you can enjoy the humor of that sort of a thing. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty. Alrighty. Now we'll move that around to this side. Yeah, well, it's someone's got to do it, mate. It's a niche market, yes. uh, dearie, dearie me, eh? Uh, oh, nice. I'm pretty damn good actually, mate, on the overall scheme of things. We're starting to feel good about how this is looking. I'm still a bit grumpy about this decal, but all in good time. Enough decal soften will fix that. But overall, as a look, I'm liking the way it's coming up. I play the bass, and that's all my practice on that's been coming up quite well because I'm working with a couple of guys on a project, and my writing's going well. It's all coming up, Robster. And today I've got to go catch up with a friend at a place called Uganis Brothers, and they do bulk food produce. And he and I are trying to set up a food co-op because over here, I dare say in the UK as well, in fact, probably most parts of the world, there's a bit of a cost of living crisis going on. And one of the best ways of addressing that, of course, is to, well, pool resources. So we're considering this. Now, next, what I'm gonna do is just a little line here on the inside of those doors. I'll zoom in a bit. That's got a bit of white where I want it to be dark. So I'm at dark grey for the rubber seals, that is. So yeah, excuse me a moment. There we go. So I'll do that now. Then we'll get those vents on. They haven't been painted on the outside yet, so we'll need to fix that. Did you want to come on stream, by the way, mate? If you do, I will flick the link up. Now, other thing I did Tell you one thing at the moment, though, it's bloody cold over here, at least by Australian standards. Yeah. It's all relative, I guess. Now, I might want to get my goggles going on for this. They're not immediately on hand. Well, actually, wait. I'm being unduly. If I go with this one, I reckon, actually, might be our weapon of choice. Bing. And we'll get this. Send that out. And we just want to go along there. Into there. Yep, there's our seals redone. That's all I wanted to do. It's a small thing. It's probably completely unnecessary. Doesn't matter. I feel better about the world now. Give me a moment, just a little more there. There we go. Oh yeah, totally, man. It's yeah. So yeah, one of the things where that's why, like I said, we're trying to organise a bit of a food co-op, because of course, as an example, over here, if you wanted to buy, say, coffee beans, as a person who is a caffeine freak, that for me that is a thing. Now a kilo of beans will cost you $35. But I'm not the only one who drinks coffee and purchases beans. So how much for, say, 5 kilos? 10. Might be worth purchasing those sorts of quantities if we get enough people into it, sort of a thing. Flour, rice, all these sorts of basic staples. How much for X number of kilos? These are the things. Now, with that done, next on my agenda is the vents. Now, the vents. Sound like Quasimodo. I might just zoom back out just a little. There we go. Now they've got options here. Now as to why that is so, let me have a look at what they've got on the diagram here for the one we have. Do they differ? There's a question. I see the differences here. There's big differences, actually. All right. But I believe we are after 54A, being a long one that attaches about there. All right. All right. So, why have they got... Just trying to work out what that's meant to be. Why they've drawn it differently in that regard, if you follow me. Because that's the wing. That makes sense, yes. All right. Now I've got all that sorted. Ha ha ha! Very good. I actually have a funny Quasimodo story, believe it or not. Well, it doesn't involve me directly, but it involves a guy I went to school with, and cuts down to this. When I was about 14, I reckon, no, I'd been older than that. Doesn't really matter. I was in high school. And this version of The Hunchback of Notre Dame came out with Anthony Hopkins as Quasimodo. Was broadcast on whichever station. And was actually, got to say, I saw it. It was pretty damn good. And anyway, the next day at school, we had to do this experiment in biology that required the use of pure water. And this new girl had started, or a girl who was new to the school had just arrived, and she looked very prim and proper, and she's standing at the in the line, you know, Then this guy named Dave Merter, it was a bit of a crack up, it must be said, goes full Quasimodo up to her and slathers at her. She gave me water. The poor girl didn't know where to look, but it was just the whole way he did it. It's, I guess, probably one of those more you had to be there, but if you can mentally imagine that, it was just, yeah. He was also like a short, stocky, red-headed kid, so yeah, it just sort of added to the look. And there was just look on her of horror and confusion on her face was absolute gold. I may have made a bit of an issue for myself here. And what that is I think that these go on the specific side, maybe. Let me just see if there's a difference to them. I'm right. I'm all good in the hood. And this then goes there, like that. But first, I'm a bit annoyed I forgot about these before I did the painting, but never mind, I'm sure I'll deal. Too bad if I can't, really, isn't it? Ah. All right. Now, all right, so we'll do that. And then what we might do is we'll get this door into this bigger door. So I'm going to have the big door open so that you can see in better. That's the theory. Now, now we'll get a bit of paper towel. We'll get a mouthful of coffee. Oh. Yes, that's the stuff. Let's see if this glue's going. Get the glue running. Ba-da, ba-da, ba. Put it on my model. Sorry, guys, that was terrible. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I should stop myself sometimes. I really should. You know what I mean, man? What would the song be? Born to Build Kits. I should quit while I'm ahead, and I'm not ahead now. Jesus. Boom. There we go. Oh, hang on, maybe not quite. There we go. One vent. Maybe just a little more. There we go. Boom. Look, first, bearing in mind I'm something of a coffee Nazi. In as much as, to me, instant coffee is the product of the devil. It is unnatural. Ill will come of it. But look, where once upon a time, yeah, look, instant was pretty much the most common sort of thing you've had. But coffee machines are pretty common these days. And I do kind of think, taste aside, is it better for you from the viewpoint of it wouldn't have been put through as much of a process? Am I dribbling shit? Quite possibly. But yeah, a lot of people have coffee machines these days, far more than they used to. Certainly over here, anyway. Yeah, I remember when things were at a point where it was like you went from, or this is over here again, where people would have a certain level of coffee and like, oh, you get good instant coffee. Nowadays, you just think, nah, man. I just don't do the instant coffee thing. I remember when I moved in with my former housemate, and he was going to make himself an instant coffee. I said, "What the fuck is that?" He's gone, "What? It's like over there." No, it is not. So if you want, I'll show you how to make a coffee. It was like, it's like had like one coffee a day sort of a thing. It was in the morning. I'll show you how to do it. He said, "Yeah, it's okay." I said, "Right, I'll make it for you. Nobody drinks instant under my roof. These are the rules. Ich habe gesprochen." I am going good, thanks, dude. I'm making good progress at the moment, as you can see, aside from the fact that I haven't actually painted the fence. I found them. That's a big one. That's a big win all on its own, I tell you. Because I wasn't, up to an hour ago, didn't even know where they were. Which is inconvenient, to say the least. Now. But yeah, it's all starting to come together. Let us now get this door on, shall we? So, yeah, you can see what I'm doing there. Sprue cutters. Almost broke into the well, I guess to the tune of the stone cutters, the sprue cutters. So I'm not quite sure how that would roll. This is going to be a curious little. How does that fit in? Rubbin. Let's have a look at the. Before I get too carried away with this, let's have a look at what they show us on this door caper. Do they show us? There they do. Yep. Ration pack coffee. Ooh. That doesn't sound good. This is interesting. So you push that into that by the looks. Look, I'm about to try it out into some Public Enemy. I'm all about bit like Flavor Flav. The flavor. Oh, I tell you. But yeah, I enjoy my coffee, as you can gather. Now, so is it a simple matter? Excuse me a moment while we have a quick check on of. Oh, it is. Once you get the right angle, I think. I just hang on. Oop. Not that side, obviously. But yeah, in essence, well, there we go. Oh, that's pretty cruisy. Okay, we'll do that. Oh, look at that. What's more? So that shows that it'll be a nice, easy job to do, you'd think. Okay. Then, oh God, now I'm doing Devo. I should give it my streamer subtitle, Rob Scale modelling and bad musical anecdotes or musical interludes. Dear oh dear. How to do this though? I would say we'll just go. Lip. That's probably plenty. And there we go. Now, healing. That was the. Yep, and boom. Probably going to need a bit of tidying up on the paintwork there, but that's okay. Boom, door done. Now, do I need to also? There we go. Looky that. Yeah, that's good. Like I said, I will need to do a little bit of a tidy up on some of the green there, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Now, I do have some other stuff I can put. I need to do a repair. I do. Actually, I was going to do that after I put the propellers in position, I think. I've got a blade here I need to fix. So we'll do that. Yeah, I think I'll do that once they're in position. Now, how stable are these at the moment? They're good. All right. So, that being the case, I reckon I'm going to get them painted. Yes, I am. Yeah. Oh, look. I've seen that, and look, I'm sure we've all seen how subtitles can be so very, very wrong. But here's the thing, because it's an actual job to do those subtitles. It's a thing. Now, not so much live, but certainly for videos. But so when you're looking at a recorded video with subtitles, the only reason there's an error is because the person doing it is a numpty, and it's gotten through somehow. I do understand with AI, because as you say, it's phonetic, and or if it's not, it needs to be within their programming, because it is, of course, but it can give some interesting results. Now, actually, on the sort of topic of subtitles, one thing that gives me the heebs, and this isn't so much subtitles as editing. I'm about to get way off the topic of modeling, but I'll try and make this short and sharp and shiny. And it's this. I get the shits when I see on a website that's presenting news of some variety what is clearly not correct use of language or even names in the subject matter. And you think either the editor's an idiot or it's done either offshore or by AI, but in any event, it's not good enough. And it's just like, really, guys, get it together. I'm Ken Brockman. Now, here we go. Delay. Yeah, look, AI will eventually catch up with that. That's a given. And when Skynet arrives, we're all screwed. We know that. Did not need that knees bent advancing behavior. Cheesy grin from the big man. If you can identify the movie that line comes from. Now, where was I? If I need to, I guess I can always just get some more paint out. Hopefully I won't need to. Alrighty. Now then. Now then. All right. Look, am I getting a little bit too adventurous with my getting the timing of getting the paint on? I wouldn't have thought so. Oh, we're good. Hang on a moment. Hang on. Hey. I'm ready. Thank you. Sorry, guys. That was just the postie at the door giving me a delivery. So yeah. Now then. But there's also a letter there that I'm rather keen to have a look at. But I'll do that after the stream because it looks like I might be getting contacted regarding my hip surgery. And if so, that would be most excellent. There we go. Unfortunately, no, although I did get a model yesterday that I'll happily show off in a minute if you like. Just once I've gotten this area painted, I'll show you my latest acquisition because it's conveniently on hand. I think it's kind of cool. Its own. Well, obviously I do, otherwise I wouldn't have purchased it. But yeah. But now what else was I going to say? I was saying something. Can't remember what it was I was saying. Outside of my new acquisition. I'm now pretty much all geared up for kits for the next few years, which is cool. Something I'm entirely happy about. Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, the letter. Yeah, if my hip surgery's coming through, I'll be pretty happy about that. It's very unpleasant, actually. There we go. Almost done. There we go. There we go. Couple of little touches. Then we'll get on to the other one. Cool. It's starting to look very nice now. Now, something I might do very quickly. Give me a moment. I reckon I can also just... Here we go. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Yeah, it's I would estimate that I have probably 100, and I will do them. But yeah, it's not like I'm lacking options. And to some point, I'm sure I have no doubt that I'm speaking to the preacher of the converted, man, preacher of the converted. But I would say that that's the whole thing, certainly for me, is to have the options. I can build whatever I want without having to worry about, do I have it? Can I get it? Yeah, I got it. Oh, yeah, I got it. Yeah, I've certainly got my next year's lot of builds planned out, and probably the years after that too. So hey, it's all good in the hood. I could even one day do a stream just going through my stash. It's actually spread over 2 different sets of shelves. And there's nothing wrong with that. There we go. Oh yeah, we're starting to look pretty now. Very happy with that, actually, looking at it. Well, that is a thing. Dead set, yeah. There was a set of kits that Airfix put out that I wanted to get, and then they stopped producing it. But I was lucky in that I happened upon the they were the Victoria Cross icons. I wanted to get them, and I got them in the end because I happened to somebody had them in stock, and I was like, right, boom, grabbing that. But yeah, just because they're available at one point does not mean that they will be available later. And sometimes, if they're available later, they cost more because they're out of production. So yeah, all right. Happy with how that's looking. Boom. Oh yeah, that's good. Maybe a little more here. Bearing in mind that I'll give this another coat anyway. Alrighty, now clean the brush, then I'll show you me new acquisition. I will. And then what would be our next move? I wonder. I want to let the paint on the cowlings dry before I start putting the propellers in, because let's face it, that's only going to lead to finger marks. Nobody wants that behaviour. I want to probably leave the door alone as far as I won't put that on right now. So what we could do, well, first I'm going to show you this new kit anyway. And I'll tell you what the big there was two attractions actually. One kind of humorous, and the other, yeah, it's a unique kit in its own little way. Now, let me just fix this up. And what it is, actually, you know what? We can go a whole step further than merely me showing you the outside of the box. Let's have a close look at it, shall we? We can give it a bit of a mini unboxing, so to speak, and have a closer look. I'll actually start working on it, which won't be for quite some little while. But now, let me get this out of the way. Oh, hey, cutie guy, how you doing? Now, let me just move those out the way. That over to. Now, let me just get this and bing, put that down there. Next, we grab what we got yesterday. This. Now, the reason I got this is twofold. One, my massage therapist is Thai, or all the people there actually are. And I thought it would amuse them if I built that, because yeah, Royal Thai Air Force. Now, the reason and the other thing about it is that most World War II aircraft, and this is a World War II aircraft, were flown by, well, generally Japanese, white guys. You're white guys or Japanese is generally the kits you're getting, or the Tuskegee Airmen. This is a Thai people, a different culture. I'm thinking of doing like a people of color shelf, because they were less common than the white guys. That's the bottom line. And this would work well. They reckon it's a heavy bomber. Let's face it, no, 2-engine, no, it's a medium bomber. Be that as it may, here it is. That's what I got. So let's have a look at this, shall we? Now, I'll just get this door out of the way because I don't want to crunch that. And we'll get this little aerial thing that I yoinked yesterday. Pop him up into there. Now, this is an ICM, and as with the other ICM kits I've encountered, the box is very well put together. I've on its own, I must say. So yeah, I mean, I can't think of any other time I've. Geez, they glue that part pretty heavily though. I've seen any other sort of. The only other National Air Force you get, it's maybe China, I guess. And I do want to get some of theirs, the ROC ones, because they would actually have the markings of Taiwan, the Republic of China, as opposed to the People's Republic of China. Things to think about. Now, let's have a look at this, shall we, guys? Let's get the box out. Get the box out. Whoa. Need to cut a bit more. There we go. There we go. Well, I've built one of the Tusker GM before. Oh, I like that design. Here's the, okay. Hang on. Let's get it out before I start getting too. Come on, you know you want me. Don't be shy now. Don't be shy now. Oh, come on now. There we go. Come on. Yeah. There we go. Up we come. Dear, oh dear. I'm having a harder time than this than Putin would. Ooh, did I say that? Christ, what is it with things in the Ukraine? They're not they're not easy to. Come on now. Yep. Why, you little? Come on now. This is starting to get a bit frustrating, kids. Ah, there we go. There we go. Now, what I saw here. This looks like the different patterns that are available. And I like those ones. I kind of like the one with the elephant because I like elephants. Elephants are our friends. But I do like these ones with the big chunky Thai flag thing on them. We'll have to have a closer look inside and see what the dealio is. How do you mean? It's ready to go. I just don't need to do any airbrushing yet. I will, however, probably be doing some airbrushing next week because I'll be needing to do some on the B-17. Oh my God, they've got more bloody tape here. Seriously, people? Seriously. Oh. Is there any more? God damn. I think I'm good. Come on. There we go. All right. After all of that, that's the decals. So we'll get them out. Okay. First things first. Wouldn't mind checking out these markings. Let's just have a stroll through this. Now, one thing I would say for ICM is this is a very nice little booklet sort of style. It gives good detail on what goes on about. Here's our parts. All right. Ooh. Looks like there'll be a nice dashed detail. Ooh, and engine. Okay. Now that's a bit curious, I've got to say. I'm not quite sure why they do that to go into there, why it's done that way. If you can, hang on. They've got an interior panel that clicks into the side there. Why wouldn't you just print that? Yeah. Never mind. And why would you do that? Whatever. Maybe there is a reason that becomes apparent later. Ooh. But looky this. Now, I wonder if that's something that can be painted or whether it has to be a decal. Because that would go. Oh. Starting to feel, ooh, liking the floor. I'll zoom you out a bit. Okay, yeah, this has got some nice cockpit detail. They might check this sort of shit out. That's the floor I would suggest. Look at that. This has got some very nice detail. Let's have a look at the actual. Let's have just a gander at some of the parts. Now, ICM, I believe, I've one of those little. Here we go. Zoom out. Typically, they have a. There we go. Now, yeah, this has got really nice detail. Yep, look at that. Okay. Now, let's see. Just take it. I'm going to just take out whatever part so it comes out conveniently, which happens to be pretty much all of them. Now this, I would say, we'll zoom in. That's our floor, and you can see straight away there's some quite nice detail to work with through that. Right the way through to, they look like ammunition racks, but they may not be. We'll have to do a bit of a look-see on that. But yeah, you can see there's a bit of detail just on the floor there, which is pretty cool on its own. We have some tanks here that are kind of interesting. Now let's see what else we can find. Ooh. Nice engines. Now let's say they're one-piece engines, which is fine. But there's a reasonable amount of detail to work with on them. A couple of bits here I'm not quite sure what they are, but we can see that there's a bit of love that can be had with them. Haven't got to my favourite bits yet. Let's see. That's rudders or tail bits. Canopies. Pretty straightforward. Oh, the engines are two-pair. Oh, the engines are going to be a little bit jiggy, kids. There's actually going to be two parts, and that on the front, I would suggest. And that's kind of cool. They give some really good options on detailing. Yeah, they've got a similar mechanism to what I've just dealt with on the Italeri. There's a little lock pin to be used to get these to line up correctly, and then that would go on top. That would be my suggestion. Let's see what That's part of a chair. All right, now let's see if we can find. Here we go. Aha! Ooh. It's going to require a bit of work, but that goes on the side of the fuselage of the cockpit. Now, with that, you can do it with a decal. My take of which is, yeah, got 2 words for that idea. That can be detailed a bit back to the Stone Age and will be fantastic. And we've got this little number. Now, yeah, there we go. Look at that. There's fun and games to be had there, kids. And there will be, I tell you. What else we got here? Oh, hello. We've got, let me just get the angle. There we go. Nice little doorway there. Like what I'm finding. So yeah, as a kit, it's got a bit going on, it has. Now, let me just, I should probably put that away a bit carefully. Or at least as carefully as I can. Then we can we'll have a quick gander at what the options are vis-a-vis the insignia. And let's see if we can get all of these back in the bag properly. Oh, good start there. Oh, he's done well. He's on to the next course. Moving on, he moves to the engines. There's 2 lots of engines. Oh, yes, he's done well. He's got them together there. Haven't even watched the Olympics and I'm coming out with that shit. Now, oh, I've done quite well, actually. Quite all jokes aside. Let me get that into there, hopefully. Oh, boffo. Boffo! And away we go. Yay, team. Alrighty. Now, as a quick little aside about my spray booth, I've got a piece of wood underneath this now, so that because it would bend otherwise. So I've got wood underneath there, and I've got a cutting board that will come out to almost to these little nodules here, go most of the way to the back, and just dropped something out of the bag. Excuse me a moment. And anyway, so that will really work very well. I've got all the extensions that I need now to get my vent from the back of the booth to the window. I had to go and get all that organized. Now let's have a look at our insignia. It's this one. Kind of interesting. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to go Mr. Elephant. Yeah, I am. I totally am. Yeah, the others are a bit plain. That's, as a paint job, I'm not so keen on that one. And this one's a bit plain as well. We'll go that one. And that one has elephants. Interesting. scope this shit. It's a bit freaky. It's going to be a pain in the ass, to be honest. I don't know why you'd do that. The front of the blades is different to the back of the blades. Why? Or is it that... Seems like there are options here that can be... okay, hang on. What are they trying to convey here? Oh, I see. Okay. They're just trying to show the difference between that, I think. Okay, when would... okay, you can do any of those 3 setups is the drill here. Okay, but I'll be going elephant. And maybe the tie writing, I think. Yeah. Cool. All right. So that's my new kit anyway. So yeah. There we have it, kids. Now, I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to... now, give me a moment. Up. Over. Boom. Now, as I said, I want to let that paint dry. There's still some tidy-ups that need to be done overall, but that's mostly good. Hang on. Question comes: do I want to give getting the door on now, or do I want to let that dry a bit longer? I'm inclined to let it dry a bit longer, just because, yeah. Although there's a little paint on it, so hey. Now, how does it go on? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. It's in the boot. That sort of shows how to do it closed. I want to do it open. Does it show us how to do that at some point? Of course not. Why would you do that, eh? Why would you do that? Okay, let's have a look. Let's say now I'd need to trim them off and just glue it, I think. Probably is the case. Get it to rest. Because that would need to go. Or, okay, let's see how this goes, if I can. Thus, no, and now I'm knocking the door out as I feared. So we're going to stop that for the time being and just let that door settle. And then we'll come back to that. Look, I've made pretty good progress today. I'm pretty chipper. I'm going to wind the stream up. Pretty short one, but hey, what's a man to do? Alrighty. Now then, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. It's true. Now, tomorrow I have my usual appointments, and indeed Friday, so I won't be on. And Saturday, of course, I'm fishing. Sunday, we'll see how I'm traveling. I might be on Sunday. Most likely, I'll be on my Monday, which is Sunday for those in the US. Late Sunday, early Monday for those in Europe. Sorry, totally misread what your question was there earlier, cutie guy. Yes, it is all hooked up. Well, it's not hooked up now, but I have the extensions all required and all set up because it didn't reach properly. And that was the issue. When I put it on, it didn't work because it was theoretically it could extend the distance. In practical realities, no, it could not. Not without a few little bits and bobs and bells and whistles. But that's all good. Look, it's entirely possible, because I am actually quite chipper with it, that I'll do it myself over the weekend, just because I want to get it done. I do. And there's not actually much left to be done, so I might even just sometime between now and my Monday or Sunday just go, you know what, I'll do this now and get this boom. Because it's not that much in time factor, and then that would mean that we could get onto the B17. And it'd be good to do something a bit different for a change, B17 will take time. Most of the detailing is done by and large. Most of the painting's done. We'll need to do a little bit of airbrushing, and that's fine. So we'll get onto that directly. Alrighty. So, again, thanks for watching. For any first-time viewers, time for you to hit that magic button. Follow, like, or subscribe. Your nose just wants to. If you want to track me down on other platforms, I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Robster the Builder on Instagram, Twitch, and Discord. And I'm Rob the Builder and Food Monster on Twitter. Follow, like, subscribe. Jeez, almost broke the sound barrier. Alrighty. So, yeah, all that's really left to say is that either of my Sunday or Monday, possibly Sunday, definitely Monday, I will be back on the same kit time and at the same kit channel. And hopefully I'll catch all of you good people then. See yous.